Okay, guys and gals, so hey, we're back at the 67 Mustang. And I had said previously, that we're working on the last of the 2/3 of a vehicle. We've got the midsection taken care of. We've got the front section welded on. We've got length and it's square. And we've got datum. Remember, datum is that imaginary horizontal platform underneath the car. I know that's hard to understand right now, but as time goes on in these videos, I will do my best to make it more clear. So what's behind a quarter panel? The quarter panel is the rear fender. It is not the rear fender. Some people call it the rear fender because they know that the front fender is up here around the wheel, over the wheel. So this must be the rear fender since it's at the rear wheels, around the rear wheel, surrounding the rear wheel. But no, this is a quarter panel, okay? Just like on a truck, you've got a front fender and then you've got a rear bedside. On a car, this is a quarter panel. So what's behind the quarter panel? Well, we've got the outer wheelhouse and then we've got the inner wheelhouse. You can see that structure is tied in to these wheelhouses. I've got a rear package tray brace that goes to the inner and outer wheelhouse. I've got a brace that goes from the deck lid that goes to the inner wheelhouse, passenger one being right here. And you notice that I've got just a little brace tacked in here so that whenever I release this brace from this inner wheelhouse, the rear deck panel will stay where it belongs. This is just a rough cut. I've just taken a rough cut to get this quarter panel off of here to expose the outer wheelhouse. Now, this is not common at all, but this panel right here goes up into the wheelhouse that integrates the strength into the roof. This being a unitized car, the frame is integrated within the body. I did something that I don't commonly do because, as we said in an earlier video, somebody really did a shabby job of welding an outer wheelhouse on here. It's probably in an accident and the dent was larger than just in the quarter panel or the cosmetic panel that you see, and they went ahead and they put an outer wheelhouse on. Not the way that you should put an outer wheelhouse on. So long story short, I cut this off to get into all the trouble that they also did in order to get this back together. I will weld, I'll clean this up, it'll be sandblasted. This piece here will also be sandblasted. It'll have proper undercoating and it will be properly welded back on and then have the proper rust inhibitors. One of the things that hurt this from the previous repair was they gas welded it and they destroyed a lot of the rust inhibitor from the car, from the factory, because gas welding creates so much heat. So we took that off and it'll go welded back on and it will be put back together with I-CAR standards, and we'll definitely talk about I-CAR, ASE, ASA, and other organizations that were made to regulate the repair process on vehicles. But so I cut the spot welds loose. This was brazed together. So over here, it was brazed together in a few places. So making it look easy, I'll remove these vice grips here. And I got rid of the outer wheelhouse. Okay. Once you take the outer wheelhouse off, and this is what I was going for. This had way too much rust in it in my flange area, and this was basically gone right here. So I took the spot welds out where I could take the spot welds out. Is a little weak here from rust. Once again, the people, you can see the nasty brazing in here in places where they brazed it and just killed the rust inhibitor between the panels. And it's just too bad because they, you know, put a lot of effort, or put some effort into it, and didn't help. I mean, it just didn't prolong the life of the car. Right here, we had a couple of spot welds in here. That holds a brace, and of course, the holes here from releasing a brace. And I will show you what I'm talking about. So, that's your inner wheelhouse. And it's done. This is the rusted out area right here. Got plenty of rust in that area there. There was rust in this flange. So, what do we have left? Well, there's that brace, and it supports the rear deck panel. This is the brace that supports our rear package tray and our deck lid hinge area. And now what we're going to do is we're going to finish cleaning off this rusted flange that is the extension to that inner wheelhouse. And then we're going to assess any weak metal, sandblast, rust inhibit, and start fitting our new pieces on. Okay? So here we are. We're at the beginning. We're at the beginning of the rear section, the last section of the 67 Mustang. We did the mid section, we did the front section, and now it's time to do the rear section. So stay tuned, and we'll be going forward soon. Talk to you later. Bye.